They're not 100% done with my brick yet. I'm out here early. It's like 7 o'clock. They're not out here yet. It rained most of the day yesterday, pretty badly actually. So I'm out here just making sure that my brick's not getting stained. Now you may say, what are you talking about, stained brick? Well, I'll show you. So I've been able to kind of explain a little bit about the trees. I want to go into a little bit and also the door hanging. Pre-cased door that comes with the now I'll show you the three closets already. And I want to kind of show you the finished one versus one I just installed. So in this bedroom, I'm just doing a very simple single hanging rod. So this is bullnose board. It's rounded on the end. It's got 15 and a half inches wide. It's very wide. A lot of space on top for some of this stuff. And you can see on this one, I typically use 1x6 right here instead of two separate boards. Now keep in mind, all these nail holes will be filled, all these ones will be caulked, will be painted. It'll look really pretty. And it doesn't, but so I measured the height I wanted from the floor and 1x2 all the way around and just nailed the crap out of it. Not all these nails are hitting studs. I make sure some of them do. Not all of them do, but even if it's just in drywall, it adds a little bit of rigidity, so it's okay. And then you might say, well, Drew, why didn't you just do the 1x2 all the way around? Well, because my hanging rod is going to tie into this. It needs to go into something solid, not just the wall, so I put blocking for my hanging rod bracket to go into. And it's got to stick down this far, because you think if your hanging rod's here, you have to get your hanger over that. At my current house right now, the guy that trimmed it, love him to death, but he put that rod so far up here that my hangers, I have to turn them sideways and bend them to get them around the hanging rod. I don't want to do that. I'm going to put that hanging rod right about here. There will be plenty of room to easily get your hanger over the top of it, hang it, and then there's enough width from wall to wall for that hanger to sit with plenty of room. So this is the simplest of closet trim. If we come right here to this hallway linen closet, I did the same thing, except I can use only 1x2 like I did all the way down for my bracing, because I'm not hanging stuff in here with hangers. This is just a linen closet. Now again, this isn't painted. All this will be caulked, puttied, painted, look clean, all that stuff. Another thing to consider is there's really no point in putting a shelf right up close to the height of your door opening, because you can't put stuff in it. It's not pointless, or it's pointless, it's not accessible. So on this one, I came up 6 foot, and then I went down 1 foot for a little narrower shelf. And then on the other two, I did 16 inches. 18 inches, 1.5 feet is what I did on those. So these will be really nice big shelves for towels, linens, candles, whatever, board games, whatever it needs to be. Lots of storage there. And I leave a lot of opening at the bottom too for bigger stuff to slide in. And then on this closet, I did something a little bit different. Now, I put center bracing here for some extra rigidity. On this one, I really wanted 2 shelves, and I think I might regret it, to be honest. So that shelf is above the height of my door opening. So to access it, the object you're lifting has to be able to go between this and this, which is pretty narrow. So what I did is I ripped this top bullnose down to 12 inches wide, and then this one is a full 15.5 inches wide, so that you can see their different depths. You can put stuff you don't really ever need to access up top here, and then you can access this one easily here. And then again, I use my 1x6 on my ends to have plenty of height for my hanging rod. And then of course a center brace as well. Nailed the crap out of that too. I did make sure that I was hitting a stud, and the same up here so that the center isn't super saggy or anything like that. But that's a double shelf, single hanging rod. And then in here in the office, I'm doing the same thing. Now the process of doing this is I just measure up from the floor. Make sure you're not putting your tape on a clump of drywall mud or on paper. You want it straight on concrete. Measuring up 6 feet for these single shelves, single hangs, and putting a line here with my tick mark, and then I put a level to get a little bit more substantial of a mark. And I do it on every wall. That way I know. And then I'm cutting a 1 foot stick of 1x2 here, or 1x6 here, a 1 foot stick of 1x6 here, and then I put 1x2 all the way down this long wall so it's supported all the way around, and then I'll do a center brace. So here's what that would look like. So this is what we got now. I got my 1x6s on my edges that leave me room for my hanging rods. Got my 1x2 brace all along the back, and I've got this brace right here in the middle that just again gives it a little more rigidity in the middle. Like I'm pushing down and it doesn't have hardly any give. Another thing that gives it a lot of rigidity is nailing it from the top down all the way around. So nail through this board into your braces down like that, and that will give it a lot of rigidity. It keeps it from tipping. And so yeah, that is a single shelf hang rod for this office closet. Put a bunch of stuff up top, have room down here on the floor, but also a hanging rod. Be nice. So guys, I want to show you real quick how I'm approaching designing these closets. So come with me into my closet here in this bedroom. Again, they're not super large closets. We got high ceilings. We got plenty of space to work with. But here's what I'm doing. So I'm moving my dresser from my house, and I've measured on the wall its height, its width, and I know its depth. And so I just scribed that onto this wall because I have to have room on this wall for my switch. I don't want it on this wall because of how far it would stick out into the doorway. So it was either this wall or this wall. Well, this wall I really want a double hanging, so my dresser fits best right here. Then I realized, okay, I've got a little bit of space on this side and this side, so what do I do with that space? Because I don't want my dresser up against a wall trying to pull the drawers in and out. And I did leave a little buffer. These measurements are longer than what they actually are. It's always safe, just so you know you'll for sure have room. So what I'm doing is I'm doing some cubbies right here. That's what this line is, the edge of the cubby. So I'll have 1 foot wide cubbies right here for like shoes and things like that. Shoes, hats, whatever. From floor all the way up to 7 feet. Have my dresser here. Now I'll probably do a shelf from my cubbies to this wall. And then on this wall I'll have double hang. You can see I've got my rod height marked here for this hanging all the way down this wall. That line is no longer relevant. That's why there's an X in it. I moved it up here. So I'll have a hanging rod here, a hanging rod here. At least this wall's still open. I did scribe a line here just in case I want to do something here. But here's the thing. I do not want to crowd this doorway. These doors swing out, obviously. But I don't want to walk into this closet and there be like a shelf boom right here, or same here, and my switch again. So this keeps everything on these two walls because this dresser is 17 inches deep. So the dresser's going to stick out to about here anyways. So scribe all these lines, use your level, use your pen, pencil, your tape, all that stuff. And then get measurements and cut your braces here, your shelf boards here, more braces, all that stuff. And then bring it all at once. And hopefully only have to make one trip to the saw to finish this closet. So we'll see how that turns out here in just a second.